I'm doing good. I already read through the collab unit kits. I just haven't read Himiko's. The second I looked at Himiko's and I saw it was like twice as long in comparison to Archer Gilga, I was like, oh fuck this. I'm not making a video on this right now. Okay, let me see. After using skill, Himiko gains Navigator's Semaphore for 3 turns. At the start of each turn, duration is reduced by... I mean, that's fucking obvious. I don't even know why that's written here. When Himiko has it, she immediately regains all uses of assist skill. Damage dealt by all allies increases by 30%. Assist skill. What the fuck is assist skill? I'm assuming it's like down here. Is it in her traces? That would make my life easier. She immediately regains all uses of assist skill. I don't know what that is yet. Ultimate immediately pilots Star Blazer. Oh, okay, so she is a mecha character. Star Blazer can launch hyperluminal particle beam against enemies 6 times, or consume source energy to launch orbital annihilation pulse. When the uses of beam are depleted, automatically launches pulse, followed by a final hit, dealing 3 instances of damage with each doing 100% fire damage. So her ult is... Okay, to put it simply, her ult kind of looks like it functions similar to Cassie's Dragon. You have a little bit of AoE, and then at the end it lets out like a last cry with a bounce attack. And then when using the beam or pulse, deals fatal damage to all enemies on the field, or when enemy HP can no longer be reduced, immediately launches the final hit. Then AoE deals fire damage. Oh, this is what the beam does. Deals fire damage equal to 30% of Himiko's attack to all enemies, and gains source energy. Okay, yeah, I was right. This works like Cassie's Dragon. Don't spam. Talent: when Himiko Nova is on field, she immediately deploys the territory Star Blazer Visioscape, and Star Blazer appears on the field. Grants the assist skill to all allies. Using the assist skill is considered as using a skill. Sorry, it's okay. When an ally actively uses assist skill, it will consume 1 use, increasing Himiko's pen by 20% and crit damage by 50%. Her attacks can ignore weakness types to reduce enemy toughness. When breaking weakness, triggers the fire weakness break effect. Territory? Is that what this is? Oh yeah, you're right. It says it right under. This is the territory. Damn, this is literally just an upgraded version of Cassie's territory. It's like significantly better and more consistent. Traces: when Himiko Nova's assist skill can be used during her turn. Using okay, finally it explains it here. Assist skill is an extra ability that can be granted to an ally target. Using an assist skill will also consume the current action turn. Okay, thank you. That makes things so much simpler. So, when Himiko Nova uses it, and it's her turn, it won't consume her uses. Interesting. When a Trailblaze companion character other than Himiko uses an assist skill, that character will immediately gain a turn during which they can use their ultimate. An extra turn gained from an assist skill will not repeatedly trigger. Trace 3: when using ultimate, immediately gains 3 points of source energy. When using the pulse attack, if current source energy is 3 points or more, the damage multiplier against random enemies will increase by 40%. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of feel like I'm just reading Cassie's kit right now. Outside of the assist skill shit. It seems like the majority way some of her attacks function and even her territory are so similar to Cassie. Yeah. Okay, what are the Eidolons? Okay, I need to see gameplay. I genuinely need to see gameplay. There's no way. I'm telling you right now, there is zero chance that I can guess Himiko's like kit strength in the slightest right now. Because her E1, her E2, and her entire kit are filled with this assist skill shit, which helps allies on the team get more actions and get their ultimates more often. So it's like so hard for me to tell the value of this shit because it's a mechanic I've never seen before. I knew this would happen. I knew this would happen. Thank God I didn't cover this kit in the video. Thank you. This is so much more complicated than Ren's and Gilga's. Holy fuck. Is she even a main DPS? Like I said earlier, she sounds like she functions very similarly to like Cassie and a mono rem team. Now she's better, obviously. Like she has more to offer to the team than like a Cassie per se. But like the attacks seem Cassie like. Synergy seems to be like kind of mono rem. Like it, she doesn't seem like someone who can function on her own, if that makes sense. Like she needs these dedicated teammates that have very good synergy with her, but then she also has very good synergy with them. So it's like a back and forth trade. Scales HP? No. Himiko is not, it does not scale off HP. Does she mention Astral Express characters? Yeah, she does. Yeah. It's on her trace too. When a Trailblaze companion character other than Himiko uses an assist skill, that character will immediately gain an extra turn and also, it seems, generate their ultimate. This only works with Trailblaze / Astral Express characters. But now we know why Sunday works. It isn't just Astral Express, it's Trailblaze Companion. So now we know why Sunday works. What does that mean? What assist skill? This is like an entirely new mechanic. It's described as an extra ability granted to a specific ally target. So you legit just have to wait for the gameplay to see if like how good this is and how it functions well. It's zero chance I can make a video genuinely giving my opinion on the strength of her kit. Completely clueless. I'm genuinely completely clueless without gameplay. Ugh. Do we know what E2 does? Once again, her entire kit is just splurged with assist skill all over it. The E1, the E2, the E4, the E6, they all have assist skill just spammed everywhere. So it's impossible to tell the value. Anon already said that Himiko was eventually getting a teammate somewhere in this version. So yes, she'll probably get a new teammate. We just don't know who it is. Her kit looks interesting. Yeah, it's new. It's not like... Alright, I forgot to check the light cones. Okay, what is Gilga's light cone? Increase attack and energy regen. When using ultimate, increase ultimate damage by 10% of energy consumed. When the wearer enters... whatever. It just seems like QOL, kind of like a M-Blade light cone. And then, what's Rin Erudition? Increase crit rate by 18% and skill damage by 36% when any ally target consumes a total of 4 or more skill points in a single turn. Gain Radiant Crown. All allies' damage ignores 10% defense, and the wearer's damage additionally ignores 20%. I mean, Gilga and Rin are kind of the same character, just for different DPSs. They're both strong sub DPSs with good sub DPS damage, who have good synergy and buffing for the other one. They literally are the same. He ain't DPS. Who, Gilga? Gilga could 100% be a main DPS if it weren't for half his kit being targeted towards synergizing and buffing Saber. Like, his multipliers, his sheer multipliers would 100% put him in main DPS territory. But, unfortunately, things don't always go the way you want them to. His okay, in a Saber team, Gilga's E1 is hard bait. This E1 is hard bait from Gilga. Gilga's E1 makes it so that everybody on the team gets 30% defense ignore. What does it do? When Gilgamesh possesses King's Acknowledgement, its defense ignoring effect will apply to other teammates as well. And King's Acknowledgement is 30% defense shred. And then it increases his attack by 25%, and after Gilga consumes interest, he additionally regenerates a fixed 60 energy the next time he uses his skill. So he gets his own damage buffed, he gets significantly more energy regen every skill turn, and he gives teammates 30% defense ignore. It's not game breaking, but it sounds quite good. Oh, 100% Neris. I go over that in my last video that I just released near the end. That although as someone who was highly looking forward to playing Gilga as like a main DPS, this is fine to me. And this is better, if anything, in the long term. Because Archer and Rin, or like Archer and Saber, like they're not falling off now. The game will actually go out of their way to buff them with other fake characters, which, to be honest, I feel like that's one of the best ways you could possibly do it. So, in the recommended team section, it seems that Gilga and Saber's best team is with Mblade and Huohuo, which is not surprising at all. The second I read this kit, the most optimal third slot support for this team definitely seemed like Mblade. And then Huohuo is just a temporary. I'm sure Huohuo will get changed eventually. Guys, I don't know. I'm going to have to wait for gameplay. But he should massively buff Saber, yes. Like, significantly. Can Rin be used as a new Herda teammate? No. I don't see any synergy. Yeah, so damn. I have to get to farming as hard as I can to try and get Mblade on this account that you guys see here right now. Cuz this is the account getting Gilga because I have E2S1 Saber. I went for Mblade, but I lost a 50-50 recently. I'm at 10 pulls right now. 10 pity. Losing to normal Blade on Mordenax Blade banner. How fun. Turns out this guy is needed on this team. The next best option is Tribby, but Tribby is astronomically below Blade, I already know. Tribby has like half the amp of Blade in this team. You have all the pulls of this patch? That's not how it works. I only have 22 days of this patch before his banner goes away. E1 Tribby would still be weaker. The thing with Blade is that Blade has... Okay, Blade not only has basically nearly double the debuffing capability of Tribby, but he also has a fat ultimate damage bonus. Like fat. It's like 50 plus 75%. So a total of 125% damage bonus for ult characters. Alongside his defense down and vulnerability. And then if you have him on a debuffing Lycone, it's even fatter. I don't know. Oh yeah, true. I guess without another Nihility, but still, he's way ahead. Tribby has better ult spam. I feel she would be better at E1. No. You guys are ignoring the fact that Blade on this team would also be getting buffed by Gilga. And then if you get E1 Gilga especially, that's 30% more defense ignore to Blade. Like, Blade has damage. Blade is doing... Blade is basically a third DPS on this team. Like, it's not just the debuffs. It's also the damage. This also explains why they changed Blade's max ult energy from 80 to 160. It's because of Gilga's thing. It'll specifically buff Blade more with attack and crit damage now. Yeah, E1 Gilga looks really good for Saber teams, where he's being ran as sub DPS and with Blade. I didn't see Rin's E1. What's Rin's E1? If the amount of gem energy consumed by a single skill is 30 or more, Rin gains Shadow Gem. While possessing Shadow Gem, skill is enhanced to second magic experiment. Enhanced skill consumes all Shadow Gem. Oh, I guess this gives her second magic experiment as a skill more often. What was that one again? Deals quantum damage, 90% of Rin's attack, then consumes 3 points of gem. Oh, it just infinitely consumes gem energy until you're basically at 0. It just keeps spamming Rin attacks. Okay. Oh no, it's a bounce attack, so it's only once. Okay, that's decently fat. E1 Tribby with DDD? No, you can use E1 Tribby. Yeah. But I'm just saying it's not going to be better than M-Blade is all. Like, I just highly doubt it. M-Blade will probably still be stronger anyways. But yeah, you can use E1 Tribby. Not everything needs to be, you know, the most optimal possible. At the end of the day, you gotta make do sometimes. Blade don't use attack? Yeah, but he gets the crit damage at least. And once again, E1 Gilga gives them 30% more defense shred. Which isn't bad. Like, you guys need to remember, Gilga is free. Like, a lot of people are just going to choose Gilga. His E1 isn't that expensive. Especially with these Fate banners being up as long as they are. Ooh, wait. Okay, no. Okay. This Rin E2, I'm going to assume I'm reading it wrong. So, Rin's E2, skill damage dealt by all allies becomes 110% of the original damage. I'm going to assume that this just means skill damage is 10% more. Because there's no way. That sounds way too stupid. That has to be like a 10% skill damage buff for allies. No way it would be anything else. Can Gilga be played as main DPS? There's a difference between can and if you should. You can do anything with enough investment in this game, but it's not recommended is all. Basically half his kit is specifically for Saber. And to be honest, it looks like he has some fat energy requirements. So, without his synergy with Saber with the follow-up attack that regens energy, it might be a little scuffed. Well, a little is, to be honest, an understatement. We still use Sparkle with Archer? Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. It's Archer plus Rin, and then you can do Sparkle, you can do Blade, you can do Tribby. Like, you have multiple options. It's not as, like, obvious as Saber's, where, like, Blade seems to be the definitive best in slot. Because a lot of Sparkle's buffs are AoE for 1. 2, Sparkle has been given for free, so a ton of people have more access to her. And 4, obviously, the skill point gen. Like, Sparkle is the most skill point positive support. Do you think Saber and Archer's banner are gonna perish? No. They'll probably just add Gilguns and Rins on top of them. Would -1 speed Sunday not work with Saber now because Gilga AA Saber? Well, not even just that. Like, it's a duo DPS team with Gilga and Saber. So you need an AoE buffer, which Sunday isn't. Is Archer Sparkle overkill on SP? I don't know. Because the thing is, Archer increases the max skill point cap by like 1 or 2. Sparkle does as well, and Rin does as well. So like the max skill point cap with this team is fat as shit. I feel like you could probably run Sparkle. Unless Rin is just that disgustingly SP positive for Archer, where this guy literally has max skill points every single turn no matter what. But once again, as always, another loss for Archer E1. This shit just continues to lose value because he keeps getting more and more skill point gen. Now, I don't see him literally ever running out of skill points every turn he takes. Like, E1 Archer is legit just... I don't know. I feel like it's such an overrated Eidolon. It always has been. Yes, I already saw Renzi too. I mentioned it earlier. But I'm pretty sure what it means is a 10% increase. Like, overall. Like, the 100% is original damage, and then the extra 10% is the increase. Because I refuse to believe that Archer literally does more than double the damage when Rin has her E2. Respectfully. Like I'm sorry, there's no way that's going in the game. It's 100% like a 10% increase. Yeah. As always, I think outside of Gilga E1, and depending on how Rin's E1 plays in the game, none of the other Eidolons for these characters are good. So, unfortunately, they do seem to have butchered the verticals again on these fake characters. Gilga's E1 is good though. Gilga's E1 gives everybody on the team 30% defense ignore. Paired with Blade, who also has 30% defense ignore, quite nice. Quite nice. Oh, wait, Himiko probably has recommended teams, no? What are her recommended teams? Her most recommended team on release is either M Blade and Sparkle or Sunday and Sparkle with Dan Hung PT. Holy shit. This guy is just another Tribby situation. It's like, oh, your best in slot isn't out yet? I'm your best in slot then. M Blade with Dan Hung PT? That's actually a good point. Did the devs forget? Okay, the thing is, devs usually do testing with character Lycones. And if you have Dan Hung PT's Lycone, then technically it's possible. So I kind of see how they could have gotten to this. Was the Nova Flare leak fake? No. No, okay. I was talking about this in my last stream. Literally, not a single leaker said that these Novas were in 4.4. They all said in the next batch. These characters are in the next batch. Like, nobody ever specified as a specific patch. It's just that a ton of people assumed it was going to be 4.4. Yeah. So, I guess I'll get Rin on my Anoxa account. And I'll get Gilga on my Saber account. I'll have E2S1 Archer on my Anoxa account because I'm not choosing Gilga on that one at this point. I just need to try and get M Blade before his banner goes away on this account. If I get M Blade, then it's basically done. Gilga's free. I don't need to worry about pulling him. I'll get his E1 eventually, obviously, because it's pretty promising. And yeah, from there. Your Saber saved? Yeah. Saber's Lycone has defense ignore on it, no? Or was it just energy? Oh, fuck. It was just energy and attack. Mid-ass Lycone. Oh, it was the E2 that had defense ignore. My bad. 15%? That's actually so bad. Oh, these Fate Eidolons, bro. Yeah, at this point, I genuinely think, like, I, I don't think Archer E1 is worth it. I just don't. It already was low value in my opinion, but it had its moments pre Nova Sparkle. After Nova Sparkle, it lost even more value. And now, like, I don't see the guy ever running out of skill points. You're always going to have enough skill points at this point. So it's like, one extra arrow is cool, but I just don't think it's that much of a game changer. You can easily get away with it. Or what? Get away without it. Like, literally, you could go into, like, E1 M Blade. And it would probably be better. Like, support Eidolons at this point. I mean, I don't disagree, Agsy. It just depends. Like, if you know you're not going to go for Gilga, like, obviously you're just going to choose Archer, you know? Like, if you're 100% confident. Like, that's exactly what I'm doing on my Archer account. Like, you can make an argument that Archer's E2 might be more mid than his E1. Because the E1 is at least something you can consistently get on skills. But the E2 is entirely reliant on his ultimate. So if you waste it on like a small mob or you kill something, you have to wait till the next ultimate to take advantage of it. I'm still going to get E2 Archer though. Because I know I'm not pulling Saber and fucking Gilga on that account. If we're going to use Rin, she's going to use Squeal quite often. Yes, but Rin generates skill points and increases the skill point cap even more. That's why. Yeah. Talent AoE. After attacking, Archer uses his skill Khalid Bolt 2 Fake Spiral Sword. If there are fewer or equal to 3 skill points, Rin, Tosaka, and Archer will launch a joint follow-up on enemies and recover 4 skill points for allies. So this is one of her talent AoE attacks, the follow-up with Archer. And then the ultimate also generates skill points. They have joint attacks? Yeah. Both the Fate teams have joint attacks. Sparkle only buffs Archer? No, the majority of Sparkle's buffs are team-wide. That's why Sparkle is still viable. Because she has mostly team-wide buffs, and then obviously her skill point gen. Sunday's no longer going to be best in slot with Saber. I mean, he could end up being best in slot with his Nova. But now, no. Now that it's a duo DPS team, I mean, you just go with Blade. Once again, if they do to Sunday on his Nova what I think they do, which is make most of his buffs team wide for one, and make it so that his ult either fully regenerates a character's ultimate or half of it, then he'd instantly go back to being best in slot with them. Just off the gimmick of ER gen. But for now, it's definitely Blade. It's fine. I don't even care if Blade gets replaced in that team in the future anyways, because like this is the one account where Blade has value in multiple teams for me. I have Acheron, and I have Fei Xiao. And I have Sunday. Like, I can use Blade on a Himiko Nova team. I can use Blade on Acheron. I can use Blade there. Blade goes fucking everywhere, so I have no issues. Yeah. Alright, chat. I'm going to end it here. I am tired as fuck. I stood up for these leaks to, get a little taste. But I'm really tired now. So thank you all for stopping by quickly. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great night. Peace out.